We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Brings up second.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Operating from the gun, Huntley, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
To number 23.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Riley Dixon.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. First and 10, it's Wilson. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Seahawks 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Wilson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to Chris.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 3
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Huntley. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra
That's
point.
a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Huntley. That's complete to Slayton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
On the carry.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He may try and run for this. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Bullock's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Giants 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Seattle.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked. Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. There's Wilson to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Giants.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. Fighting through. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Wilson. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They go play action now. Wilson. The left side completion to Jones.
Wilson.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
28.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off play action. Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Shaq 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing again. Huntley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Yo. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Go.
Huntley to throw. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 41 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The tackle by Avante Maddox. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Intercepted.
Picked off by Avante Maddox.
They'll take over.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson rolling to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. This is Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense is just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
7-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
56.
On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Tonight's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5.